26% or something like that. It was ridiculous, bro. Went in, redid it, and I think I ended up walking out there with like a 96. So I think I just overthought it.
Yeah.
Mindset. I think mindset plays a very important role.
Yeah.
Personal life as well.
Yeah.
If you ruin your experience and your name in the beginning, it's very difficult
For you to rebuild it.
100%.
Yeah. Hello, aviators. Welcome to another episode of the Aviation podcast. Did you miss us? Because we missed you. I know it's been a while since we've been off, but now we're back, and we're back with another episode. But before we even get into it, I just have a couple of announcements to make. Our charity show still on, our charity event. So right now, what needs to happen is those that have clothes, just drop me an email or a WhatsApp so that we can come to your place and collect if we have to, or we find like a mutual spot where we can meet and do that. And for the guys that wanna donate sanitary towels as well, do the same. I think Naledi will put in a link for those that wanna donate cash for us to buy the actual sanitary towels. But then we'll take it from there. But we've got another big announcement to make, guys. I think I needed drum roll for this one. The Aviation podcast will be at AAD for this year, and it's one of the big events. For everybody that knows, AAD is a big thing for us, for the aviation industry and for the country's Air Force as well. So more details will follow of how we're going to navigate the AAD. But I think there's going to be an episode where we're going to have the guys from the AAD that are going to be joining us and explaining how the day is going to be like. So let's get right into it. Awesome. Full up. And we're about to take off, but before we do that, put in our seatbelt, and I'm going to introduce our guest for today. How are you, Munir?
Well, thanks, and
I
you,
think
man.
That's the longest intro I've ever done ever since I started this thing.
But if you listen to what you said, definitely the most worthwhile intro.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of nuggets.
How are you?
Very well, thanks yourself, man. Thank you so much for having me.
For the viewers that don't know you, because I know you're a very famous man.
Hi.
For the viewers that don't know you, please just tell us about yourself and tell us how you grew up.
Yeah.
And how did you get into this type of industry?
You got a minute?
I've got lots of time.
Hi guys, my name is Matthew Lubber. I am the divisional manager for UAV and drone, or UAV and drone solutions, UDS for short. And background in aviation, not much. Before 2020, I didn't even know what a drone was, to be dead honest with you.
Yeah.
I, like a lot of people, I came through the aviation industry into UDS through a company called, what is the name? Teo.
The Aviation Academy.
Through Teo. And that was complete fluke, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There was a post on Instagram that came up. I recently got retrenched from a company that I was working at, and I had a period of about 2 or 3 months where I wasn't working.
Yeah.
I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with myself. And at about 11 o'clock at night, man, I'll never forget, Saturday evening, 11 o'clock, I'm scrolling through Instagram, and I see this post, would you like to be a drone pilot?
Yeah.
I thought to myself, that sounds pretty cool. Okay. Well, what's up?
Yeah.
And they had a whole bunch of questions, maybe like 15, 20 questions.
Yeah.
Ran through the questions, filled out everything, because I thought, okay, well, I think it was a bursary to get
sponsorship.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, well, cool. Yeah, let's try it. Ran through it right at the end, dude. Very last question. Are you under the age of 25? Because the cutoff was 25 years old. I was 30 at the time.
Yeah.
And that was the last question, man. So I'm not going to lie.
I
still get goosebumps. I'm sitting there and I was like, all right, so what now? Like, do I submit the application? Do I leave it? And I thought to myself, you know what? like if you don't,
What's the worst that could happen?
what's the worst?
Yeah,
like if I don't take the shot,
what if then?
yeah.
And
Hey man,
it worked out for you.
yeah. I put in the application, submitted it. I got a call about 2 days later. Went through to Teo and Cindy.
Yeah.
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 We had the interview with Cindy, and man, she was so cool. She offered me position on the spot. So I got one of the last entries, and she looked like, it was so funny. She looked at me and she's like, "Look, despite your age," I'm like, "Don't have to say it like that." But yeah, man, I went through.
Funny enough, I went through the same process.
Really?
My age was also a little bit higher than the one that was. And
yeah, I'm thinking I'm the only one.
no,
Bro. Are you serious?
not.
Okay.
And I think in our group, if you think about it, in our group,
yeah, there were quite a few.
there were quite a few. Maybe 2 or 3 that were young, younger than
like the baby
20.
boys.
Yes, like the young, but the rest. There was
Okay, well
like,
that's kind of cool.
yeah.
Okay, so it
like
looks
if
like
you think
age
about
group
it,
didn't
it was just there
predestined.
for what did they say? For whatever reason. Yes, it was there for whatever reason. But yeah. Okay,
well,
so then
worked out,
you
man.
get into Teo.
Yeah, I got into Teo. Funnily enough, I almost decided to quit about a week in, huh? Yeah, we were downstairs. We were busy doing. You remember that, hey? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And Zakele Mabuza, dude, wherever you are, thank you.
Yeah.
Because he actually ran out of class, and I think he got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Because
I remember.
he got up and he came out, and he was like, "What are you doing? Get back in there." And I was like, "No, I'm done, man. Like I can't do it. I don't think this is right for me. I'll find something else to do." And he's like, "Dude, get in."
Get it.
And I went in, and I think the first score that I got was like 26% or something like that. It was ridiculous, bro. Went in, redid it, and I think I ended up walking out there with like a 96. So I think I just overthought it. Man.
Yeah.
So to be that honest with you, I'm forever grateful for that, man.
Yeah, because my next question was like, obviously, with that training being hectic and everything, what was the most
was like
challenging
back to
thing?
back,
Yeah. Because like it's every day until you finish.
Yeah.
Like there's no
There was no
rest
breaks.
day, no breaks, nothing.
I remember lying in bed like 1 o'clock in the morning, Ben snoring down there. I've got the book like literally lying up in the ceiling, like trying to read it with the light on.
It was hectic.
That was wild, man.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah, man. Okay, so fast forward to that, obviously, when you actually started now doing the practical part of the training, did you then have a picture of exactly what you're gonna be doing once you're done with the program, or it was just we'll see how it goes?
We'll see how it goes. Man. So, like I said in the beginning, I had never touched a drone. I had never seen a drone. Never done anything. A mate of mine actually borrowed me his drone, which I crashed probably like 6 times, man. It was like one of those. It was like one of those ones you buy from a Flight Corp or something like that. One of those little cheapies. And it only stayed in the air for like 30 seconds. And then you would wait like 12 minutes to charge a battery to get 30 seconds flight time. So I literally, like 2 days before I went to Teo, I just sat and did that the whole day. So I had a bit of an understanding on how to at least like keep it in there and on the ground. But when we went to the practicals and we started flying, I think it was the Phantom 4 that we started flying with. Very cool craft, man.
Sorry to go a little bit back, right? So were you born in Joburg? Were you born somewhere else? Where did you grow up? Where did you go to school? Because I think this is a part where we missed.
100%.
It's very important to know where you come from.
100%. So I originally from Cape Town, born and bred, 20 years. I was born in Constantia Kloof, the fancy part of Cape Town. And then I moved away from Constantia Kloof. But I was born that side, stayed that side. I think I was about 20 years old when I decided to move up to Joburg. Everybody told me that a young adult in South Africa, or a young male rather in South Africa, if you want to make money, go to Joburg.
Go to Joburg, yeah.
So man. I was sitting in my job the one night. I was a barman, head barman.
Nice.
We used to like flip those bottles.
Used to do all that.
Yeah. I can still do it. Okay, I drop more than I keep in there, but we can still do it. But I was sitting there the one night, having a couple of beers with my friends, and I just decided like, I'm gonna do it, man.
Yeah.
So I had a Beetle, right? And this is pretty important.
Okay.
So Beetles, only have like a top speed of like 70 k's an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took
Like
me,
the old.
yeah.
Because
Old
I
school
remember
Beatles.
there's a new.
yeah, not those fancy ones, the old ones, the air-cooled ones.
Yeah.
It took me like 2.5 days driving to get from Cape Town to Joburg.
Sure.
So I had a storage unit when I left that site, and it just had everything, man. Fridges, couches, TVs, all that. And I sold everything, bro. Everything. I moved up to Joburg with like a tog bag full of clothes and like $3,000 to my name. That was it. And it's weird.
That's everything.
Yeah, 100%.
No, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna jump now into
Jump
into
around as you need, man.
interesting part. So you start now your practical exam and everything. Everything goes well.
Yeah.
I remember there was a moment of when we were doing map work just before you do your exam. How did you find that
Map
whole interaction with the DFE? The instructor that was going to test us for the final. How did you find that interaction?
So funnily enough, Justin was my DFE, yeah. And that guy doesn't play, man.
That's why I'm asking this question. How did you find it? Yeah.
I took a real interest to map work purely because I didn't understand it. So when the first time I opened the map and I started looking for things, dude, I was thrown, man.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea what I was looking at.
Yeah.
I mean, no experience, a week ago we were learning how to fill in paperwork, and all of a sudden I'm looking at a map. I had no idea what's going on. So because I didn't understand something, it really irritated me.
Yeah.
So I sat when guys were going for walks and when guys were playing in the pool and whatever. I was downstairs and I still got a time lapse of that, man.
Yeah.
I would sit down with a map and I would just go over it and over it and over it. And
You made me feel guilty sometimes, you know?
Yeah, but I had to, man. I didn't understand anything.
I also didn't understand, but I felt like, okay, maybe I have a little bit of understanding because I come from the aviation background somewhere, somehow. But I didn't know anything about drones, obviously.
Yeah.
And obviously, I didn't even know about airspaces like that because what I used to do in aviation is completely different from what was happening.
I was going to say,
So
you
I
used to
went-
pull them, yeah?
Yeah, but then I'm like, no, man, Matthew. Like, it's always on the books and everything. Wow,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm incompetent. Yeah.
No, man, it was just purely because I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
So I just poured everything I had into it because I made the decision, like, if I'm going to make it work, like, I want to understand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so my checkout with the map work with Justin went super quick. I think I was with him for, it wasn't even 3 minutes, man.
Yeah.
And so the map work was good. The other stuff needed a little bit, and my flying needed a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can proudly say when it came to I smashed it.
You
man.
smashed
I wanted to.
Now-
I didn't want to sit with him for too long because the more questions he asks, the more it opens up. Yeah.
For the viewers, right, guys, I don't know. With his permission, I have a video of Matthew after he passed his skills test and he eventually got his license. There's something that he did. I want him to explain the feeling when they told him that he made it.
Yeah.
Is that what we need to do now?
Yeah. Holy shit. Shit, let's go! Okay. Winner! Hey! Just Mayday! Thanks, guys. Mayday! Right, and Danny, don't drown, please.
What happened? How are you feeling at that time?
Sure.
Do you still remember? Do you still remember the video that I'm talking about?
I remember we jumped in the pool. Yeah.
That
was
video.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was the feeling when you actually got that, okay, you've made it, you're now a drone pilot?
Yeah, I made my lips shake a bit, bro.
Yeah.
I think in that moment it was almost relief because you know that you've put so much in such a, especially in such a short space. You know, it's like if you're in school and you're writing exams, that end year exam is literally a culmination of the whole year. So you don't like it's more of like a with Teo when they came and this and that, like you got a red shirt and a cap, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Someone stole my cap, by the way.
I don't know who that is.
But I remember when Cindy. Yeah, now that I think about it, I remember Cindy walking in and she had like a whole bunch of T-shirts.
Yeah.
And that's how you knew because we were watching other guys get them.
Yes.
So when she walked in, she had a pack, maybe like 5, 10 shirts.
Yes.
And it was late at night, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
like
Yeah, it was very late.
Yeah, it was like
Yes.
9 o'clock or something
Yeah.
ridiculous. But yeah, I remember she looked at us and we were sitting there by the pool table and she was like, okay, it's done. Like you guys have done it. And it was that moment of shock. And we're like, what? No, you're playing. And it was like, no, really. And she took the shirt and she threw it on the table. And then it was just, yeah, man.
That was a crazy moment. I think you were the third person in our class to qualify. Mainly because the two guys before you were actually pilots that from men pilots.
Yeah, I was gonna say
and
they're
they
PPLs.
had already did most of the stuff and this kind of courses that they didn't have to do. So it was most likely for them to qualify first and everything.
100%.
So you're basically like the first in our class to actually qualify.
I didn't realize that, huh?
You are.
Wow, that's
Because
awesome.
if I'm not counting the other two guys, Ivani and Sakele, who
they
had
were
already
PPLs. Yeah,
had
PPL,
PPLs
cool.
and everything.
Yeah. Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So, okay, fine, you
cool.
get your RPC.
Yeah.
They used to call it RPL
Yeah.
that time. I don't know why they stripped it away from us because that card meant a lot to us. But anyways,
I still got
that's
mine,
a story for another
still
day.
got mine.
I still got mine as well. So now you go into a company like UDS.
Yeah.
Obviously, and then now things starting to make sense.
Yeah.
In a way, when now they're explaining how you're gonna be operating and everything.
Yeah.
Sharp. How did you what did you find interesting when you got there and they explained everything? What exactly did you find? Without even saying much about operations,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah.
I knew for one, it definitely wasn't. We weren't going to be flying crafts on the beach and taking nice photos of sunsets. After that second day induction, I was like, all right,
Okay.
okay, this is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
So I feel like what we were told versus what we got were completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
But,
good. And when you actually found the time to see the equipment that you're gonna be utilizing, how was that feeling inside?
Loved it, bro. Loved it,
Ne-
man. I remember looking at a CERN.
Yeah.
Okay, before we knew.
Yeah.
Before
Before
we
you
knew
knew.
CERN.
Yeah.
But I remember walking into that, I think it was classroom 1.
Yeah.
And they had the Bathawks, they had the CERN, they had the Mavics and whatever. And everybody just gravitated towards that blue dome. Dude. And I remember looking at it and thinking, wow, okay, cool. Yeah, we get to fly these. And back then, only the OGs were flying the CERNs, yeah?
Yes.
So when they rolled in, and you would always notice because they had the double cabs,
Yes.
they had the fancy antennas, they had everything, and they would take out that silver box.
Sure.
And then like everybody would sort of like move out their way. And
yeah.
this dude walks through. Yeah. So I think that was the goal, man. Seeing the aircraft, I was like, okay, cool.
And having to now operate it for yourself, do you remember the moment where you actually got checked out of the actual thingy, and then now you had to now be like that? You have that feeling that, ooh, this is what that guy was feeling at that time. Did you, or was it now you had already known that, okay, this guy kind of needs you to be very careful with him or what?
So my first experience with the CERN was very weird.
Yeah.
I had a checkout done over the phone with Vaughn. And Vaughn was about 800 Ks away from me. And it was like 8 o'clock in the evening. I was in the middle of the field.
Yes.
Nothing, man. And when I say a brand new craft, I'm talking about brand new in the box. I was still taking the plastic off of stuff. Brand new, man. And I was still on a WhatsApp call with him.
Yeah.
Put on speaker, put the phone on the Bucky's roof.
Yeah.
And he was talking me through it, man. And I remember arming that thing for the first time and it did that weird little wobble. And I was like, all right, if we break something, it's gonna happen on
Yeah,
either
with
takeoff or
those tiny,
landing, bro.
tiny legs and everything.
Dude,
Yeah.
that whole thing shakes like that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, technically, he let me do it over the phone. So what's
Yes.
up? And I remember taking off, and that I got up to about 100, 150 foot,
Yeah.
and it was just I had this beautiful silhouette of it in the sky because it was a clear night, and the moon. I mean, you've had that, right?
Yes,
When the moon's
yes.
sitting there and the craft comes in front of the moon like that, and you just get that beautiful silhouette. And I remember looking at it, and there was almost like this. I did that.
Yes.
Like I didn't
Yes.
do anything. I just set up the craft. But yeah, when it was in the air, I was like, all right, cool.
You got like
Yeah.
a fulfillment type of
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah, like okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like check, we did it. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I remember my checkout. My checkout was also similar, but okay,
Yeah.
he was it was Hurt. Hurt was there at that time. He
Ooh,
came in and yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. He came in with a drone and everything. I was flying next to Benji. Benji
Yeah,
was still a
yeah.
pilot before he went into workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Benji,
before he
okay.
went to high workshop. So he just came in and was like, I'm gonna check you out tonight. And I'm thinking, in my group, because you remember we had a Teo group where we would
Yeah.
update and everything.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, in my group, there's just Ponzo and a couple of guys who are flying this thing. So if I'm gonna be flying this thing, the breaking that I'm gonna do in the group. I think I sent a video in the morning,
Really?
me humming a song and everything with the drone there and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
It was a nice feeling. And yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
Flying that thing, it was very nice until, it came with all this. But I'm glad that in time, when you're a pilot, you get to then learn and find ways to do things and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah, you learn the nuances of the craft.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now going forward, you finding these drones and you're flying, you're a pilot. What is the most challenging thing that you found when you were now operating as a pilot? What do you think was the most challenging thing?
In terms of craft or operations?
Just operations without actually going into
Yeah. Mindset. I think mindset plays a very important role.
yeah.
Personal life as well.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of really good pilots that had personal life issues, and that affected their performance out in the field, myself included. I just recently, I was still dating my girlfriend at the time, now my wife. I had to move my engagement because operations came first. So it wasn't something that I was happy with at the time, but I think I didn't really want that to define the rest, because the aviation industry, especially drones, is still a very small cluster. Like we still in its in the infancy. Yeah?
Yes.
If you ruin your experience and your name in the beginning, it's very difficult
For you
because-
to rebuild it.
100%.
Yeah.
So everything is sort of no problem. Say yes, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think that also for other pilots, they go through the same thing in the beginning where their personal life now has to kind of change because now they have this job that has that comes with these requirements and everything. And what would you then advise them now with what you know?
Yeah.
How do they navigate for especially the new ones that just arrived in
Fresh
the
ones.
business? Yeah.
So first part, yes, definitely. I think everybody does go through some sort of change, especially when they get into the industry. Way back, I remember we had, I think it was 21/7,
Yes.
21 days off, 7 days off or something
yeah.
like that. That was pretty cool. And we ended up always selling to make a little bit
Yes,
more money.
yeah.
But since then, they moved away from that. We have a typical schedule now, 5-1, 5-4.
Yeah.
And it helps, but I think the guys are still, what's the word I'm looking for? I think the guys are still very used to a 9 to 5 routine, Monday to Friday, weekends off, where this routine sort of throws everything out of balance. I think a piece of advice to give to the guys would be find interests or hobbies outside of work that can absorb some of your time. Because if you are eating, breathing, sleeping, the the drone industry,
Yeah.
eventually, like a year or two, and it'll knock you.
True.
100%. Like if all you're doing is waking up just to go to work and come back, it's gonna ruin you, man.
Find a podcast or something.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Get a, I'm joking. But yeah, so you quickly then gradually got into managerial. Woo! Flip.
So that 1 3 times
Yeah,
fast.
managerial post.
Yeah.
You got it when I arrived at the site that you were working. You were already team leader.
Yeah.
How was that responsibility for you?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's easier than what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Funnily enough.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the team leaders, side soups and stuff like that, they really deserve credit where it's due, because you sort of stuck in between keeping the pilots happy, keeping the clients happy, keeping managers happy. And it's like anything in life. You can't have two people happy at the same time. If one person's happy, the other one's sort of falling behind.
Yeah.
So for myself, I was working for it as a lot of us, especially when you come in, you go make your bones.
Yes, you go there.
Right? And if you can make it in Fred, if you lost there,
then you can make it anywhere else.
100% world's your oyster.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went, like many of the other guys, went to Fred, did well there. I think I was there for about 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
And then the regional manager for Witbank, for the mining division, Alan,
Yes.
he said to Vicky the one day, listen, take Matthew, bring him to Witbank, let him come and run the thing there.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. And back then it was Ukozi, Ukozila.
Yes.
I think it's just trim now, yeah?
Yes.
And started going there. And I wasn't there as a supervisor, I was just there as a pilot.
Yeah.
So I was there for probably about 2 months. But I'm a very curious person, and I tend to take on a little bit more,
Yes.
especially going back to what we said now.
Yes,
if I don't understand something,
You
I'll
go deep
dig.
in.
I'll go dig.
Yeah.
And we just started going over and beyond for the team leader at that stage was Melissa.
Yes.
She was my reporting upline.
Yeah.
And man, started going above and beyond for her, for the clients, for the project. If I saw something, it was mooring down with rain, I would be outside of my car with a torch, busy checking the line. Stuff that we don't have to do. But I wasn't just gonna sit in the car the whole day and blow.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to add value.
Add value into
And I was there for about 2 months, and they gave me a shot and said, listen, do you wanna,
and do you think it's something that sometimes as employees we lack at a point? Adding value into the type of industry that we're in general, not really in drones per se, but do you think it's something that we really lack, and it's probably part of the reason why sometimes we lose passion in what we do?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So the way I see it, and I think before my thinking about it was a little bit wrong. I would see and I say the new generation, I'm talking about like 2K kids, where those guys also like, 24, 25 now. I always used to see them as sort of lazy because they get to site and they're like, oh no, it's not my responsibility, I don't want to do it. Where I grew up like early 90s, baby, and I wouldn't say that my thinking's different, but I also don't want to sit on the shelf somewhere. Like I want to add. The problem is that if you're not being compensated for that value add, eventually you're like, okay, well,
that means I don't have to.
Yeah, 100%. Like if I don't have to burn myself out, then I won't. Which at the same time, it's like a flip coin. I'm angry at them because I'm like, no man, do more. And then at the same time, I was like, bro's got a point.
Yeah.
So, but I think, definitely try and add more value. If you can add more than what you're getting paid for, eventually you'll get paid more. So,
all right. So I want to go a little bit back. So as a pilot, what do you think were some of the safety challenges that you faced as
good one.
Yeah.
Good one, bro. Good one.
Yeah.
Risk assessments.
Yeah.
Not being thorough enough. operation vehicles,
Yeah.
not being capable enough,
Yeah.
and not being briefed well enough. I think that was
Very,
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 very important for me.
Yeah.
My first night in Woodbank, I got shot at.
Okay.
yeah.
What?
but
I'm sure we can.
my guard jumped under the bucky, and he was wearing bulletproof. He had his pistol with him. That man got under my bucky.
So
and
he
hid.
literally threw you under the bus
Yeah, 100%.
while he went.
yeah, 100%, man.
While he went under the bucky.
Yeah,
Shucks.
I had my door open. I took my bulletproof vest because I didn't want to wear it with me because it's one of the first things we get issued to that side.
Yeah.
So I took my bulletproof vest and I put it over my door, and I opened my door at 45,
Yes.
and I put my hands through that space and I flew the aircraft like that. Because I thought to myself, like, it's cool if they shoot me in the leg. I have a cool story if they shoot me in the face. That's a different problem, bro.
Sure.
So yeah, so I stuck my hand through that. So not being briefed.
Yeah.
Because when we got there, they said, okay, here's a bulletproof vest. Don't get shot. And we're like, all right. What are the chances of
What
that
are the
happening?
chances of that
First
happening?
night,
Yeah.
2 hours in. Zoom, and I'm like, you gotta be joking, man. And
Sure.
yeah, the vehicles not being capable enough. Frayed roads, muddy conditions, 2x4s. Hey, man.
I think I remember the first night. You remember? Actually, guys, let me tell you a story. And this story, it's all because of Matthew. It's all because of Matthew. I get into Fryhead. I asked Matthew, where am I flying to? He's like, location. Bah.
Drop a pin.
Drop a pin. Bah. Okay, cool. Right in, go to that place. Now, obviously, there's certain apps that I didn't know how to use and everything, obviously. But in time, I got to know how to use them, like Google Earth and everything. I jumped in. I went straight into that pin location. Yo, I had the longest night of my life.
Yeah.
Got stuck for the first time in the mud.
100%.
And that was hell. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, Matthew, why would you do something like this to me?
I thought we were friends,
thought
man.
I thought we were
We've
brothers.
known each other for so long. Why?
We've known each other for so long, but why would you do something like that to me? But then tomorrow when they explain everything, then it all made sense that actually he wasn't wrong for dropping the pin. It's just that I used the wrong application in order for me to get there. But yeah, hey man, miscommunication and
ties in with a good brief, huh?
Yeah,
ties in with a good brief.
Yeah, but with time, I've realized that it's very important for other pilots to just, if you've worked at a place before, you just tell the other guy, hey man, look, I see they've put you at this place.
Yeah.
There's this, there's that, there's this, there's that. Just information-wise. So that when the other person is operating the area also.
They're not stunned by it. We funnily enough do that now.
Yeah.
If we're sending someone to a site, I will not, and you can ask any one of my guys, I will not send someone to a site that I haven't personally flown before I send them. And the reason feels a little bit selfish, like I want to do it, I want to go see what it's like. But at the same time, I can't expect someone else to do something that I'm not willing to do. So, we have a new project that just started now.
Yeah.
First night, myself and the new supervisor, Bright
Yes.
Kumala,
Yes.
him and I was like, all right, pack a drone, get in the car, let's go, bro. It's 9 o'clock in the evening, we freezing, man. We playing with our hands shaking, and I was like, yeah, I don't miss this, man.
Yeah, if only. So, what are some of the challenges that, as a team leader, we're not even going to jump yet into your current role, but as a team leader that you experienced with pilots?
Sure. I think one important thing to note is when you're working with different people, you're working with different personalities.
Yeah.
So a good team lead needs to be able to wear different hats. So how I have a conversation with you, you'll see is very different to how I have a conversation with Robertson or Junior.
Yes.
But at the same time, we can all still agree on the same thing.
Yes.
And like I said earlier on, I think a lot of the time the team leads have a difficult time because they need to go between making the pilots happy and keeping them safe, making managers happy, making sure the company has money, and making sure the client actually gets a service that they.
Yeah.
And now you sort of the middleman playing broken telephone the whole time because the company has a certain way they want to do things.
Yes.
They're like, yo, we're gonna do this. The client's budget is this. Your expectations are this. and then the pilot comes in, is like, nah, I'm giving you this, bro. And you're like, nah, dude, you don't get it. Like, we have this too. So I think in terms of challenges, it's just take it one day at a time. As a team leader, there was not one day that was exactly the same.
Yeah.
Which I found pretty exciting, to be honest.
Awesome. We're in the month of women right now, and women always come with a certain type of expectation, especially in our industry. That is, we believe we would say that it's probably initially was tailored only for men.
Yeah, 100%.
You understand?
100%.
So, as somebody in your position currently, would you then, in a briefing, would you then have a different type of briefing with the women as you would have with a man operating under your project?
Yes and no. So, in terms of the briefing is the brief,
Yes.
right? That if you are working this project and you flying this aircraft with this client, the brief is the brief.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of how we approach it, might change significantly.
Yeah.
So, for instance, when it comes to medical kits, we cater for the women on the trim projects because there's a lot of them there.
Yes.
So their medikits and stuff are packed with stuff for women,
Yes.
right? Where those ones we keep separate, and then you're not going to give it to a guy, but
Yeah,
you
true.
want to make sure that the women are taken care of because obviously that's something that they have to use.
Yes.
So, and then the other important part would just be safety. So where we have teams with guards in the car, I'm a little bit against having a woman alone in the field at night with a security guard.
Yeah.
And that's just from, I would say, a safety point of view.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know, I don't want to...
Yeah, I understand. You don't want to deep into operations and everything.
And I don't want to make them seem not capable, especially in this industry, because as it stands right now, we've got so many capable women, not only in our company, but I mean, if you look at people like Dale from LMS, highly capable.
Yes.
If you look at Kim James from Aeroworks, highly capable.
Yes.
If you look at Mbali, Michaela, all highly capable and very good in what they do.
Shout out to all those women that are being mentioned on that list. Since it's the Women's Month, we see your efforts and we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, you guys are badass.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I said I don't want to make it seem like the ladies in the company aren't capable, because they really are. And I think that we do need more women. I'm chatting to a client right now and I asked him the other day, how do you feel about us changing up the site and having women come through? Because there was that Syria thing that came out where they were doing
females only.
Females only.
Yeah.
And he sent it to me, and I was like, "What are your thoughts on it? Like, would you be open to something like this?" And he's like, "If they can do the job, they can do the job."
That's the most important.
And 100%. And I think that there's a certain complexity that women would bring into the operations, because men are very brute force.
Yes.
Like, we see a problem, we just want to fix it. Where a woman will sort of see the problem, she's like, okay, but why is this happening?
Why do they have the
100%.
sort of curiosity of going back and trying to find the root.
And I think that's something that the aviation, well, all industries, but I think that's one thing, especially that the aviation space when it comes to drones, definitely needs more of.
Yeah.
100%.
Our producer has a scenario question that she asked that I ask.
Go for it.
So I don't know if I should read it out or I still remember it.
No,
But
read
if
it
I butcher it, I butcher it. I apologize. But she wanted to know that you have a pilot who is on their fatigue day.
Yeah.
And then they quickly jump and then go to maybe a store. Yeah. They get their food, they get their alcohol and everything, and then they go into wherever they booked or whatever, and then it's their fatigue day.
Yeah.
And then they eventually then get called into the office for a random
For random test.
yes. And then he gets there and then they find this
Is it drugs or alcohol?
alcohol. No drugs.
Okay.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
And then they find this and eventually there's a disciplinary hearing and then this person eventually gets fired.
Sure.
You as a regional manager, for example, you get this story afterwards of what's happened. Your team leader reporting to you actually went through with this process. And even, actually, let me just say, because I think before it even gets to a point where they actually get fired and everything,
still has to go
it's gonna come to you by that time.
Yeah.
When it comes to you at that time, how do you then navigate the whole scenario? Was the team, your team leader, fair for doing what they did, and was the pilot guilty for being intoxicated during their deployment, even though it was their fatigue day?
Sure. Complex. And the reason I say that is because I'm a very firm believer in when my guys are off, my guys are off.
Yes.
They can do what they want outside of work.
Yes.
Fatigue, if you look at company policy,
Yes.
your fatigue is technically something that is given to you because we know that the guys need to rest.
Yes.
But
Is it a part of the deployment, or is it like an off day?
technically part of your deployment.
Okay.
So the reason I say that is because fatigue is basically given in line with what's it? I keep wanting to say the basic employment act.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's basically like when it comes to how you employ people.
Yes.
So that fatigue is given to you in order to rest.
Yes.
However, if the business needs you to come and fill in for a spot, say now someone gets sick or someone needs something, and you are there available on fatigue,
Yes.
they could phone and say, "Listen, do you mind working in this day?" I've personally done it once or twice
Yes.
because we needed the guys, and
Yes.
I'll phone them and say, "Listen, I'm going to move your fatigue by 1 day up." Because we have to work in line with the mine health and safety policy as well, or the MHSA. So it's not really a one size fits all.
Yeah.
In this particular situation, though, it's look, drugs obviously zero tolerance. When it comes to alcohol, if we look at the policy, it says that 8 hours before
Yes.
shift.
Yes.
But now, what happens if it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yes.
Shift is scheduled for 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then the manager phones and says, "Listen, I know it's 4 o'clock. You've obviously had your whole day to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
But I need you to come and work tonight."
Okay. Well, in this situation, it's like I said, that it's like a random,
Just a random.
just a random test. Are they allowed to even put the guy on suspension because he was on the fatigue day?
Sure.
It wasn't that
If
they
he
called
wasn't
him.
scheduled,
Yes,
if
he wasn't
scheduled to work, and if he wasn't asked to work,
Yeah.
and if he was under the impression that that day was his
He's
and his
off.
alone,
Yes.
then I wouldn't agree with that call. Then I would step in as the regional manager and not revoke that call from my supervisor, but I would definitely challenge it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, the guys that we work with, they are human beings.
Yes.
They also deserve to rest. And I personally don't drink, but if you come to me and you say, "Listen, it's my fatigue day, I want to have a couple of beers," cool, go for it. Like, you're a grown man, you can do what you want.
True. Yes.
As long as it doesn't affect and you're not driving company vehicles, stuff like that. That's why I said it's very complex.
Yes.
If you were chilling at the guest house having a couple of drinks and your team leader rocks up, tests you, sees that you're positive or you blue positive, and now wants to fire you for that, I don't agree with that call and I would fight it.
Yeah.
I would definitely challenge it.
All right. Another scenario.
Yeah.
Your pilot calls you. They tell you that the conditions they are currently operating on does not allow them to continue operating, but the client is here and he feels that the pilot needs to quickly go up because there's a a situation happening,
Mm.
how would you navigate that situation as a leader?
So remember what we spoke about?
Yeah.
You can never keep two people happy at the same time.
Yes.
There we would need to look at limitations.
Okay.
So limitations of the aircraft,
Yes.
limitations of the operation, and limitations of the pilot.
Yes.
So if a situation, say now it's raining, or let's use a better one because it's been used so widely
Yes.
in the industry. Drone says you have to ground at 12 meters, right?
Yes.
Anything above that, so come to ground.
Yes.
60 meters. Client's on side, wind is pumping. And the client says, I'm paying you to fly, not to sit in your bucky.
Yes.
Pilot phones and he says, listen, this is what I've got. All right, cool. Give me 2 minutes, let me phone the client. I'll phone the client. Hey man, listen, it's very, very easy in this situation. Unfortunately, I'm not going to allow the pilot to fly.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you as your client, I'm paying you, I want you to fly. Okay, cool. Can you send that to me in writing?
Yes.
Pause. Why do you want it in writing? Because if anything goes wrong, then I'm going to ask you to replace the
Replace
aircraft.
everything. Yeah.
That's a 200,000 rand aircraft. If something happens to it and you made him fly and he crashed, his license is on the line, right? Because now he's doing something against the manufacturer's spec. If he does crash, then what? On the mines, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Because those guys work with big boy equipment.
Yes.
You cannot deviate from spec at all.
Yes.
And when you do, that becomes a safety hazard.
hazard.
So what we'd like to do with the clients there, we say, listen, this aircraft limitation is 12 meters a second. Currently on site where you are standing right next to him is 16. Is that above or below the limitations of the aircraft? That's above.
Yeah.
Would you mind then if we take these hours that he's not flying and then we'll give it back to you in special operations? No problem, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. I think that's it for the scenarios from our producer. She can be very
No, I love
direct
it,
and
man.
everything.
No, but you know, but that's
Yeah.
good though, because we need those types of questions.
Yeah.
Because I think that there's so many times where people are too afraid to ask something, or they don't want to ask you something, but they want to ruffle feathers. Ruffle feathers, man. That's how we get things done. That's how we move past things, and that's how we grow the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always ask this question, but I think you have already given us like a little bit of the answer.
Yeah.
But how important is safety, risk assessment
Oh.
in the industry?
Paramount.
Yeah.
Paramount. Like, let's put it this way. If you're going to half-ass a risk assessment, it's going to come back and bite you. What you don't put down on that piece of paper, when it happens, rather do this. And for you guys watching, when you're doing a risk assessment, think about it this way. You would rather want to put too much information on that piece of paper than too little. Because I guarantee you, the one thing you think about and you don't write it down on that assessment, that one thing will happen. Oh no, I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't see any birds in the area.
Yeah.
A bird will hit your drone.
I don't think there's any bird activities around here.
I haven't seen one bird. Chief, put it down. I saw a bird 2 kilometers when I drove up those roads.
Hey.
Put that bird.
Now, with that being said, radio calls. How important do you think that is in our operation? And obviously looking at our small operation that a lot of people don't really take serious. But how important it is for us to have, number one, as an RPC, to do your radio telephony and actually know how to create radio calls in all the areas that you operate in.
Site risk assessment, radio calls, fly. People always think that the most important part of the job is to actually fly the plane. That's the least important part.
True.
Cool. You can fly. It's Mavic, bro. It's flying itself.
Basically, you're just pushing this thing.
100%. Are you aware of what's going on? And I think that to me is one thing that I give I take my hat off to the guys, especially in flying here close to airports. You know, guys in controlled airspace.
Yeah.
I'm luckily enough that all of my sites, I think we're up to like 13 sites now.
Yeah.
We're all uncontrolled,
Sure.
right? I think
Okay.
1 or 2 fall into
Yeah.
special rules,
Yeah.
but for the most part, all of them are uncontrolled. So I really do take my hat off to the guys flying controlled this side. But we've had it time and time again. I think I might even have video footage of a helicopter flying underneath my siren. We were doing strikes in Adamalo.
Yes.
And there was a guy made a call, and Vaughn was still with me.
Yeah.
We had the radio. We were using the van, had the radio on. We've got all the footage up, and the next thing, I hear the chopper coming, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool. We're flying pretty low, about 150, 170.
Yeah.
Hey man, the next thing is just doop, doop, doop. And I look, and as I look at my screen, I look up and I see this guy dipping down like that, and I just like the bottom part of the camera just catches it, and you just see the rotor blades coming. And I was like, "Are you joking, man?" I screamed at that. Okay, on the radio call, I was like, "Are you out of your mind, bro? I can replace the drone. What am I gonna say to your family? You know, becoming like, full dad mode, bro. Like, I can't replace you." But I think the guy's not making radio calls. It's gonna come back, man. It's gonna come back. And bite. 100%. There's Pete Pompies flying his little Cessna around there, or his little thing there.
Yeah.
That man doesn't know how to make a radio call. He did it once to get his license, and that was it. But that guy's chilling with a cigarette, cruising. Right?
Yeah.
He's not worried about radio calls. But the thing is, they do have radios on board, whether they listen to them or
they don't.
or not.
Yeah.
But that thing is on. The fact that you are this big in the sky at 100 k's an hour, you come and go on very quickly. So I think my advice to people, get to know a radio call. It's really not that difficult. It's not as scary as people think. I think the scariest part about a radio call is when people talk back.
Yeah,
Because,
you have to respond. I have to respond.
Zulu Tango 1, 2, 3, and then all of a sudden, like someone pops online and they're like, "Hey, where are you flying?" You're like, "What?" And I think that's the scary part for people is actually that talk back. But man, if you're flying a site that you know you're flying a lot, get used to your radio call.
Yes,
that's really gonna help. That's gonna save you.
All right. Now, I always ask the elephant in the room question to everyone, especially in our industry, because we're still growing. Yeah. We still have like a bigger thing. I've got 2 questions. One, the implementation of AI. Do you think it's going to assist us if we were to implement AI into our operations?
Yes. Depending on where we do it. Yes. So, you've flown the Mavic M4TD?
No. I don't really spend so much time on the Mavic guys.
Okay.
I just jump into the big guns.
I was going to say you big boy. I was going to say you big boy operations. Huh?
I'm kidding. I honestly didn't really fly much for the Mavics. I literally just went from the Mavic 2. I think I flew the Mavic 3 for a very short period of time. I don't think I even have like 20 hours on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you went into fixed wing. Yeah, I went into fixed wing. Huh? Okay, well the M4TD, brilliant craft. It's like one of those funny looking things. Weird looking aircraft, but it's amazing. Yeah, flies great, silent. To go back to what you were asking about AI, definite. Yeah. So there's AI functionality on that thing. Yeah. So basically, when you're flying, let's say you're flying in a residential spot, you can actually see where the roads are. Yes. And then it'll give you the names of the roads on top of your screen. So while you're flying, it'll highlight this road is Lavender, this one is Charleston. So if you are busy chasing people and you've got a reaction team, you can say, like, you've been in this situation. Yeah. You're chasing guys, all of a sudden they break up and they hit left. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, they went left. Okay, left where? Yeah. Well, you see that big tower? No, dude, I'm in the middle of the field. Like, I don't see anything. Yeah. Where now, with that functionality, is you can say, listen, 3 guys just went up on Lavender, northbound here, and then 2 guys jumped on Charleston, and they're going right. Yes. So that helps, I think, the ground teams. And then there's also functionality in there where you can do head counts, which
Yes.
is pretty cool.
Yes.
So you can fly over something, draw a little box, and then it'll show you there's 5 people, 2 cars, and a dog.
Everything.
Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool because now you can sort of, but full AI implementation, South Africa's not ready for that. The drone
Yeah,
industry
'cause-
is not ready for that, man.
Yeah. Okay. The other question that I have is, according to you,
Yeah.
looking at the industry, you've been from a pilot now into a higher managerial position.
Yeah.
Do you think the people in the industry is well compensated? I mean, from your pilot, your team leaders, to your regional manager where you are right now? Or can we do better?
We definitely do better. Definitely do better. And the reason I say that is because we are still very, very young in the industry
Yes.
compared to regular commercial airlines. We're
Yes.
babies, man. We haven't, we're not even on the map yet. And I think that is coming. Right now, for the amount of work and for what the work entails, the details, I do feel that guys should be definitely compensated more because, especially you get 2 different types of individuals. You get guys who come into the industry and they say, you know what, this is a career for me. I'm going to make it work, and those guys usually do. But then you get other people who will come in, and whether they're flying a drone in the evenings or whether they're selling shoes at sports scene, a job is a job, right? Those guys tend to hurt the industry more than they do any good.
Yeah.
So I feel that once you get your RPC, once you've gone through your training, and once you're actually in a role that demands that you're giving a lot of yourself, I think you should be fairly compensated. And right now, we're just not there yet.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I've got 2 final questions,
Shoot.
and then I think we should rest it for the day. Even though there's so many questions that I could have asked, but with the time and everything.
No, it's all good.
You are the president of the aviation industry today. You've been employed as one. What change would you want to see in the South African drone industry? What change would you want to see in the industry? What can you implement? What can you suggest we do?
I think
Short answer. Don't go too deep into it because.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're running out of money.
Time.
I think for our industry, it's going to be very important that we look at the cost of getting in.
Yes.
I think that's one thing we definitely need to change. Right now, it's super expensive to get into the industry, especially for a job that doesn't really pay that much.
Yeah.
Whereas if you could make it more affordable, we could definitely get more people in, and we could find a good group of people.
All right. The last
Short
one.
enough.
Yes, short enough.
Okay.
Thank you very much. The last one. Back, we're in the Women's Month, and this month it's all about women, and we appreciate them so well. What would you give? What advice would you give to a woman who wants to come into this industry, or a woman who's in this industry but is kind of unsure now of how to navigate?
Do it. For the woman looking to get into the industry, do it. We need you guys. It's very important that you guys do join, because I guarantee the industry needs that feminine touch. Right now, we're just a bunch of animals running around trying to sort out. I think we could benefit a lot from the compassion that comes from the woman's side.
Yeah.
And then for the woman in the industry, don't let the guys bully you around. Take your stand. We said in the beginning, there are such powerhouse women that are in this industry already, and they've not only implemented change, but they've basically designed processes around that change, and it's benefited everyone. So, just keeping just keep pushing on. Push the boys out of the way. Come get some.
All right. Thank you very much for honoring this invitation. I know
thanks for having
I've been bugging you,
No,
but thank you very much for showing up for us, and we really appreciate you guys and what you guys are doing for the industry, and we really hope that you all can keep going and making this industry better and better.
100%. We're looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
All right. Yes, guys, we're gonna be ending our episode today, but please don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Guys, come on. I mean, you can't tell me that we have almost 6,000 followers on TikTok, and you guys are not hitting on that subscribe button on YouTube. Come on, let's do
Are
it.
you
Let's-
not
I mean,
entertained?
are you not entertained? But yeah, guys, please do that for us, and don't forget about our events. We've got the charity event that is coming up. Please make contact so that we can get those donations in, and the AAD situation, we're going to explain it later, but we are going to AAD. For those that don't know what
awesome.
AAD is, please Google that thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's super awesome. But yeah, from me, Kanel, and my my guest for today. I'm usually used to
Co-host,
having
yeah?
a co-host, so that's why I'm messing this up. But yeah, from me, Kanel, and my guest today, we are out. Away.
Ciao.